Good morning, Christopher from Getting Into Prepping. As discussed earlier on, a new facet that we're going to incorporate in the channel is the challenges. Today I'm going to start off with the first challenge. The scenario is going to be as follows. I went to the shop to do some shopping. As I'm at the shop, disaster X strikes. Everybody wants to get out of town, get home as quickly as possible. There's a gridlock. I'm unable to use my vehicle, so I have to park my vehicle and hoof it back to my home. As full disclosure, I am going to take my fellow walker with me, Militia, as it is her Sunday time for a Sunday walk. So I'm going to take her with. Normally she would not be going with me. She even agrees on that. She will not be going with me to the shop. So that's just an additional add. And then I'm also carrying a Motorola radio that we are testing as part of our bug out plan. So I will be using a radio as well, which I would not normally have with me in this scenario. And then just a battery bank that I'm carrying with for the purpose of filming. The scenario is as soon as this disaster hit, everyone gets out of town. I just got enough time to grab my small get home bag from the vehicle, and then I'm going to hoof it back home. Keep on she agrees, it's time. It is now it's currently 22 degrees Celsius. They're predicting a high of 32. Currently overcast, which is a bit of a blessing. Full disclosure, this was decided yesterday already that the exercise is going to take place today. I did not know that we're going to have this nice overcast, so that's a bonus. So, any emergency is not going to wait for you. The emergency is going to happen whatever the weather condition, and that is exactly what we're going to practice today, to be practical and realistic and do it as realistic as possible. So keep on watching. So I managed to get my get home bag out of the vehicle. I quickly had a look at the map. As the crow flies, it's about 6 kilometers home. The road that I'm going to be using is around about 9 kilometers. So with that information known to me, I am already starting to prepare. I've got a 1 liter of water, so I know that I've got 1 liter of water. There is a possibility of water along the way. Depends on the situation, but yeah, we are on our way. So the idea of this whole exercise, or the execution
Head
of this,
south.
the execution of this is to actually stay off the main road. So as you might see, I'm currently using one of the roads in the suburbs, which is as quiet as you can get. That's probably the best option, is to avoid people in a situation like that, just to get home safe, to make sure that there's no one that's going to hinder you on your way. So staying off the main roads, using the back roads would be a good idea. As you can see, I ran into a bit of an obstacle that was not on the map, so I have to deviate my route. This is actually an enclosed area, as you can see behind me, so I have to adapt my route in order to compensate for that. One of the interesting sights along the way, tortoise in somebody's driveway. When doing something like this, like getting home, walking to your destiny or your destination, you have to be aware of choke points. Choke points is anything that limits your options, and it gives you little to no actual choice. Now this is one of the choke points that I've got here in the background. It is the bridge that's going across the R59 highway and on Hart Avenue. Knowing that it's a choke point, I will obviously be more vigilant and keep my head on a swivel to make sure that I can actually cross safely. So wish me luck. I'm currently crossing the R59 on the Hart Bridge. The reason why I chose this bridge is because it's a smaller bridge and there's less traffic on it. Although it might not sound like it with all the vehicles going past, but this is one of the smaller bridges, and that's the reason why I chose it. life scenario, I would rather have walked on the side of the road up to where I have to get very close to the road, get up to the embankment, then just go over the bridge. But for the purpose of this exercise, I'm just walking across the beach. But if it was a real life situation, that is what I would have done. That wasn't on the maps, so it's very important if you do use maps and Google that you must know that not all information is captured on there. So if I didn't have checked this in advance, it might have been a problem. But fortunately, when I got here, I saw other people using the same type of route that I was planning on using, so it wasn't a problem. I just adjusted again. Before starting off this morning, I actually just quickly went onto Google and I found this little road that I could see on the maps, or actually on the what you call it, not the maps, the other one, the terrain features. I saw this and I decided to use this as a shortcut. As you can see, there's no one close to me. In a scenario, this would have been the ideal route to choose and to use because there's no one in sight. It's much safer and I can actually get there quicker because it's like I said, it's like a shortcut that I took. The temperature has now gone up to about 23, 24 and it's very humid, and yeah, on some of the video clips you might have seen that I am sweating profusely, but that's all part of it. Like I said earlier on, emergencies don't wait for perfect conditions. They happen whenever, so we need to deal with it. Like I mentioned earlier on when I started off, there is a possibility of water. As you can see, there's a Jackson Dam in the background. If I needed to get water, I would be able to get that from here. I've got my life straw and water purification tablets, so if it was a bit of a jiffy, I would have been able to get water here. But I currently still got about half a liter left, so I'm still good to go. I will be able to finish the set mission without any problems. Yeah, we've done about 8 kilometers, 8.5 kilometers. Still got about 2 kilometers to go, roughly. As you can see, we're still going strong. We're currently very close to home, so we're not too worried about anything like that. Come. Just crossing the road here. We're currently in the so-called green zone, although it's not green, it's more messy. There's a whole lot of stuff lying around here, but it is the green zone, and yeah, this will lead us right up to about a kilometer from home. So yeah, still going strong. Alright, challenge almost done. I've got about another 200 meters to go, then I will be home. I will then just give you all the statistics regarding the time and the distance, a quick rundown on all the equipment that I had with me, although I didn't need to break into any of the equipment except for the water. And then I will just give you my summary and experience of what I learned from this exercise. Thank you. That's it, challenge done and dusted. I will give you my feedback and all the statistics within a few seconds. Okay, so the challenge was successfully completed. I did 11.2 kilometers in 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm quite happy with that. The couple of lessons that I've learned. The first one is that if you need a map, if you need glasses to read your map, take your damn glasses with. It was a bit difficult without my glasses to read the map, so I was battling with that. The second thing is that you can study a map, you can go on to Google Maps, Google Earth, all of that. You still won't get all the information, so it is important to get out there and physically inspect the area and to get to know your area. And then the third thing is that walking with your dog, is not as always as easy as it seems, especially with Militia. She's a bit of a hard-headed sometimes, going her own way. But all in all, it is, I really did enjoy it, and I'm quite sure she enjoyed it as well. Okay, I'm just quickly going to show you the equipment that I had with me, just to give you an idea. So I'm just quickly going to run down. I did do a full video on the whole setup, so I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just going to show you quickly. I had my 1 liter of water bottle with me. That is obviously empty now. I have just taken the last swipe of it. I did take along today my radio with a spare battery. The com test that we did not really come to light as we wanted to. Then just a map that I used. It's a map that I made myself. Just the additional stuff, the shamak, some extra food and some extra stuff in there. Then the bag with all my goodies. Like I said, I've already done a review on this bag. I'm not going to open it up now and show you that. And then kept in my trusty quartermaster haversack that kept everything together. Okay. Right, so we've come to the end of the first challenge. I hope that you enjoyed the trip as much as I did. I did learn a couple of things, as I've said, and it's very important to actually get out there and test your equipment, test your skill, test your fitness, in order to know exactly what you are capable of, what your equipment is capable of, and to gain experience. Like today, like I said, the biggest thing I learned is that no matter what you can check on your Google Maps and on your map itself, it doesn't always reflect all the information or the actual fact of what is on the ground. So it's very important to get these things sorted out in advance. With that, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching up until now. I hope that you are still fresh and going strong. And from myself and Militia, having completed the trip, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep on prepping.